Welcome back to Barca Buzz TV. My name is Adam. When are Pedri and Dembele coming back? Someone please tell me, because it's getting pretty hard to watch this Barcelona team, especially the offense, whether it's Lewandowski in bad form, Ansu Fati, with an okay performance, but again, the bar is so low for him this season, whether it's watching Rafinha run at a wall and just not be able to dribble past players, or Ferran Torres come in and, have a good showing, but again, one that doesn't really inspire me the confidence that any of those four players are ready to score a goal. We draw 0-0 against Girona at the Camp Nou in a pretty boring display that just lacked any sort of urgency on our team to score a goal until it was, the 90th minute when things started to get a little bit more exciting. And it's just a shame that we had to wait that long, because the Camp Nou was popping full of fans today, full of energy, which I was impressed by, because we had just, of course, lost El Clasico against Real Madrid in the Copa semifinals. So I thought, at least the fans showed up to cheer on the team and give them some hope that, hey, we can go ahead and close out the season and be excited. Somehow, even with this draw against Girona, we gained a point on Real Madrid with them losing to Villarreal yesterday in La Liga. And so we're now up 12 points. And if you had told me before the season started that we would be up 12 points in the league in April and I would somehow be upset with the team, I would have said you're crazy. But here we are. It just feels like we are one of those league leaders this season that I've never seen before, really, that we're just not inspiring at all, at least in the last month and a half here. Just does not look good, except for some big games against Real Madrid where we were able to win. Girona is a team that had only one clean sheet in La Liga this season. That was the lowest amount in the European top 5 leagues this season, right? They only had one across the whole season, and they got their second tonight at the Camp Nou. And, I think a lot of the lens through which we're going to view this game and the rest of this La Liga season is going to be about next year, right? And when we think about all the rumors, Ferran Torres going out, Ansu Fati going out, what's going to happen with Rafinha? Will Lionel Messi come? Will Aubameyang or Vitor Roque come in to back up Lewandowski? And so as we look through that lens, I mean, it doesn't really seem like Ferran Torres, Rafinha, Ansu Fati are putting in the type of performances you'd want when you're trying to fight for a place in the team next season. Like I said, Ansu had a marginally better performance. Rafinha just continues to make my head hurt with his attempts at going one-on-one against people. Okay, he got burned by Camavinga in the Clasico, was stopped by him so many times. Then again today, just more of the same, him running, trying to take on defenders one-on-one and just failing and turning the ball over every time. And, there was that period when Dembele first went out and Rafinha was coming in for him, and he was, getting assists, getting a few goals here and there. And it was a little bit mystifying, because I think a lot of other people thought, well, Rafinha is able to put it together for like 10 to 20 minutes in each game, but really nothing for the full 90. And so, when those goals and assists late in the games to win them, those nice header goals he was scoring, when those dried up and you just have his, performances across a full 90, it just leaves a lot to be desired for sure. And then in the midfield, we just have to continue to see Sergio Roberto starting, and it's getting a bit frustrating to me. I mean, I was happy that Xavi subbed out Sergio Roberto right at halftime and put in front Kessié, which was an early sub that Xavi doesn't typically do. A little bit weird to me that Kessié didn't start, considering, one, Sergio Roberto doesn't offer a whole lot of creativity in the midfield, and two, Kessié, even though he gave away that penalty in the Copa semifinal against Real Madrid in the midweek, he looked better than I've seen him really offensively, and I thought he could add something to this team. And so to see Kessié not start was a bit mystifying. And then you get into this whole chicken or egg type thing with Pablo Torre, where, okay, we didn't start him, and then are you going to put him on as a sub? Well, it's a 0-0 game in La Liga that, we would like to win to take advantage of the Real Madrid loss. And it's like Pablo Torre doesn't have enough minutes yet against big opposition. He can't be put into a tight game like this. And then you just start to wonder, when is Pablo Torre ever going to get some time, right? Like, if Pedri and Frenkie de Jong are out, we're just starting Sergio Roberto every game instead of giving Pablo Torre minutes. Doesn't make sense to me. And I think, as well, Alarcón and some other young Barca players should get some minutes up here in the first team, because it doesn't look like anyone else in that front three especially is really trying to prove anything or have any sense of urgency. I think that was the main thing that a lot of us left this game with, is it just didn't seem like we gave too much of a heck with a full Camp Nou of fans that were, very excited. And so I kind of felt like I slept through the game. That's how boring it was to me. And I wonder how you all feel. Let me know in the comments, but it's a little bit of a weird situation here. I just feel like somehow we're increasing our lead in La Liga with just some very lackluster performances and with just not an ability to score goals and put goals in the back of the net, and I'm hoping whether it's the GOAT, Lionel Messi, or it's Vitor Roque, or Aubameyang somehow slips back in the team, or as Abde comes from Osasuna where he's doing very well. We just need to get some people here who can really create offense, even considering that Pedri, Frankie de Jong, Dembele are injured, and I understand those are perhaps our three best players, along with Ter Stegen and Araujo and Christensen. Those are definitely elite players for our team. But we're looking at Ferran Torres, 50 plus million. We're looking at Lewandowski, 50 million. We're looking at Rafinha, 50 million. Right? We're looking at some players here. We're looking at Ansu Fati with the number 10. We're looking at some huge players and contracts for this Barcelona team, and to see them get shut out by this Girona team that is not all that impressive defensively. Although, hey, hats off to them. They had a great performance today. They really took it to us. At times, we're playing a possession-based offense that, kind of reminded me of Barca. So hats off to them. But to see those huge contracts, huge transfer wages, huge players just really not be able to put it in the back of the net and not even get all that close throughout the game, it's leaving me feeling some type of way. So let me know in the comments what you think. I don't know if there's too much to dissect here in this game. Xavi tried Jordi Alba as a left winger in the second half, and honestly, he looked better than the output we were getting from our other forwards in this game. It's not a good sign that Jordi Alba, Balde, and Araujo are the best dribblers on our team, taking people on one-on-one, but that's where we are with this Barca team right now. And so, I love Barca. I think you do all too as well. And so we'll be back for the next week's game, but it's getting really hard to sit through it. I'm just happy the Champions League is coming up. I'm pulling for City and Holland because I really love watching him play, and I love Pep, of course. I'm also, been watching a lot of the Premier League this season, seeing that Arsenal-Liverpool game heating up, and it's just, that title race is getting really exciting. So there's still stuff to look forward to, and there's still time for this Barca team to put something better right up front. And I really want to see Ferran, Ansu, Lewandowski, Rafinha, all of them try and step it up here, because any of those players, besides probably Lewandowski, could be on the chopping block. So let's see what they're able to do. Let's see if they can reflect on this string of bad form and try and get something going here. And then hopefully we'll have Pedri, Dembele back soon, although I do fear that we might sit them for the rest of the season, considering we're 12 points up in the league. Thank you all.